back into the game. DMC anime is pretty tame, actually. Oh, tame enough for a 9-year-old, T. I don't want to get up. They do swear a lot, though. Once again, tame enough for a 9-year-old, T. Good, I'm really enjoying me or something. You're enjoying you? That's good. As long as you're enjoying you, because I enjoy you. Hey, oh, hey, listen, that wasn't a bad pun. It was me being nice. Stop it. I actually didn't know I was surrounded by enemies, chat. That's kind of impressive, chat. I actually didn't know that there was going to be an enemy here. Yo, Kai, can you shoot that guy? Nailed it. Apparently, the game heard my bad dad joke and told me no. Whatever. I watched my first rated R movie when I was 10, so probably T. Just because you watched it, see, this is the part where you're supposed to learn and be like, oh, that wasn't good. I probably shouldn't have seen that. That's probably the message you should have picked up. Because there are things that I saw at an age that I should not have seen them at. And in this, it'll probably be okay. I mean, if you trust your kid and you trust them to do it, obviously yes, right? But like, if your kid stumbles across something at a super young age, then like, you know, it's like, you want to make sure that doesn't happen. Or if it does happen, you're preemptively equipped to have this conversation. Oh my God, Yahtzee, calm down, you thirsty girl. Sneaking in the back, naughty odd boy. Listen here, Yahtzee.
Unseen, unheard.
Nailed it. I don't even know I was sneaking in the back. Oh, hi, what's this? Well, you are my special. Depends on the household. If it's just strong language, my parents would have been fine. They drew line at sex and, of course, watch things before they usually see things. I remember what I watched at 9, but it's possible. That's what I mean. Like, yeah, if you filter it out and you pre-watch it, like, sure, whatever, right? But like a general rule of thumb, if your kid wants to watch an R-rated movie, I would hope that you would like vet it first, right? You know what I mean? I'm hoping you would vet it before you just go out and about and be like, yeah, sure, my kid could watch, like, I don't know, like the Matrix or something, and you're like, and then like, okay, yeah, Matrix is fine, and then after Matrix they want to watch something with movies, and you're like, I'm trying to remember rated R movie. Good luck at work, Sylvie. I'm also not here. I need to stop chatting. Stop. Hello, not chatting, Silver. I'm saying hello, not here, Silver, because she needs to be at work. Because she's definitely at work, so she's not here. Ow, rude. That's hella rude. That was hella rude. You know that, right? Oh, God. How was that? Woo! Nailed it. Woo! We're God. Yo, Kai, do you want to save Yahtzee? She's kind of by herself right now. And, like, I get it. You know, she can handle herself. But, you know, it's good to have your mage's back. You know what I mean?
It looks easy when you do it.
Oh, thank you. Nailed it. Yo, damn, Kai. Thanks for picking up my scraps, I guess. Ooh. Ooh, nailed it. I need to stop chatting so I can also get work done. Oh, what you getting done at? Wait, what kind of work you getting done, T? What kind of work you getting done? Damn. You saw the right chat? Damn. All right, is any dead bodies so that we can clean up?
We make a good squad.
I think we do too. I think we do too. Waiting to see if Oblivion leaks. I'm hoping for the same thing, Danish. If Oblivion 2 actually leaks today, and then we find out that Oblivion will be coming out soon, we might stream Oblivion right after we play with Avowed, right? So we can like get back into like another medieval fantasy game and just see how pretty it is. Let me catch up in chatty chat. But yeah, I don't know. Like the main topic about like kids watching like PG-13 rated R stuff, if you just blindly let your kid find it and watch it, like, I don't know, you should probably vet it first. You know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping. Like, Kevin and Sam will always vet what their kids are watching. And going back to YouTube videos, sometimes YouTube videos are a little more like, I think YouTube videos need more scrutiny than rated R movies, because rated R movies have already been vetted for you, in a sense, which is why it's rated R, right? You're just going to choose what part of rated R you're okay with sharing your kid, be it violence, be it, like, if you are okay with your kid seeing like nudity, or if you're okay with your kids seeing suggestive themes and stuff of that nature, right? If you're okay with your kids seeing that, like, that's on you, you know what I mean? But if you're not, at least the rated R tells you. YouTube videos don't come with like a you know, a rating or like an ESRB, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, you have to kind of see it, you know what I mean? Like, Kevin Sam used to let Penelope watch YouTube, and then they saw, the one day they just saw one of the videos she was watching, like, no more YouTube. And then they put her on YouTube Kids, and then YouTube Kids stuff was going on, like, okay, we're gonna add some filters to this, you know what I mean? And so they did, they added filters to it. And like, that's what man, I miss T already. Yeah, nothing wrong with Matrix itself. Matrix 2 has a bit of inappropriate content. That's why I was like, I'm trying to think of rated R movies right now, but off the top of my head, I can't. Maybe like The Whale Guy, whatever it's called, you know what I'm talking about? I think it was just called Whale. It came out in like 2022. You know what I mean? It was a true story about a guy who was overweight, and he had like a daughter, and like, he was gay, if I remember correctly. So like, got divorced because he was gay, married a man, and then I think that husband passed away either due to like something happened. Either they died of a disease, or B, they died of you know, mental health and like self-harm. I can't remember what that movie was about, but I remember like everything about that movie. But there was a lot with that movie. Like, the first scene is just like, oh, right, like, oh, my parents didn't let me watch The Matrix for some reason. I still don't know why, having seen it as an adult. My dad showed Naya The Matrix at 3, so like, you know, going back to my dad was okay with it. Man, I missed T again already. Fuck! Matrix 2 had nudity, if I remember correctly, but it wasn't sexualized. I mean, yeah, even so, you know what I mean? It just depends what parents are okay. I wouldn't let a kid on any social media until they're at least 13. Depends, honestly. If I had a kid, I don't know when I'd let them have social media, because part of me is like, I would want to prepare them for it, and I'd obviously have a kid account for them, right? Hi.
What do you want?
Show the banners. I've come demanding parlay. I think it's time we talked.
Parlay. Wait a second. You're the one who's stolen my banners, aren't you?
A little bit.
The dream is over then. If we can't hold our banners, we've no hope of surviving the tasks. At least not like this.
You know?
Still, if you got those, and we still have Kith to tell the tale, then maybe you're not all bad.
You see? Yeah, we're good.
Maybe you can help.
My mom's rule. You can't play this violent game. My dad's rule. You can play, but with the sound off. That way you can't hear the screams when you cut their head off with the Doomslayer. Then 2 hours later, sound is on, because my dad wants to know what's happening. Dad, no! What's wrong with Matrix? I wasn't saying Matrix was wrong. I was saying you can let your kid watch Matrix or whatever. But then after that, like, hypothetically, like The Whale, where the first scene is very graphic, like, it's very implicit and very like, oh. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of energy. My parents didn't let me watch Matrix. I guess that's fair. Let me see you. The missing notes are good for real. Phone is going upside down. No chatting until I get this done. I believe in you, T!
Let's talk inside.
Yes, let's talk inside. We're going inside, chat. Yes. Hello. All right, now I got to make sure that I don't fail these speech checks, because you know my ass is going to get hit with some speech checks. Can I come up here? Can I steal your treasure chest, please? I hear the treasure noise. But yeah, I think if I honestly... Also, yo, Hambone, how you doing today? Let me get a super lure for you, my friend. Super lure. I saved. I missed the super lure redemption. Let me go for you. Unlock this door. But yeah, part of me wants, like, if I had a kid, I think maybe I'd let them get on social media at, like... I'd argue... Living the dream. What about you? Chilling on a nice Monday. Honestly. Good luck with the work, teacher. Yes, good luck with the homework. But yeah, I was like, for me, if I had a child, right? If I had child, my child would I'd probably give them social media at like 14, 15. If not a little bit, like, either A, maybe a little bit earlier, or B, a little bit, like, I wouldn't say a little bit later. I feel like if I didn't let them have social media till like 17, that'd be so cruel. Because all their friends are going to have it, and it's going to be like this weird thing that they're going to feel insecure about. So they're going to sneak it without me knowing, or they're going to feel really bad and left out about it and hold resentment towards me for it, right? So, oh yeah, so long as you type in auto catch once, you're good forever, basically. But I guess if I was to choose, I would probably choose like either maybe 13 to 15. Most likely, like, my brain is like, if I get them before, if basically I let them have social media before puberty, I could talk to them about it. So that way while they're all, because like they have to process a lot during puberty, you know what I mean? Like, and having that on top of like the social image problem that social media creates, like it's a really hard freaking like gamble tightrope to walk, right? And it's a really dangerous gamble no matter what you do, right? Because if you go too late, your kid's gonna hate you for trying to ban them, or they're gonna do it secretly anyways, right? Or if you do it too early, it could affect them immensely, right? So I guess, like, I don't know. It's hard being a parent, dude. This is why whenever I think about stuff like this, I got nothing but respect for parents. Like, Kevin, Sam, I have nothing but respect for them. Like, they're doing such a good job being parents. Like, yeah, are they perfect? Absolutely not. But, like, no parent's perfect, right? No parent's perfect. But yeah, if I had to think about it, I guess if I had to say dead set, it would be like maybe 12 to 14. 12 to 14. 14 at the latest, because I feel like after 15, like most of their friends are going to have social media. Like, I remember when I was 14, my friends were talking about like having like Facebook and Twitter accounts, right? And so like, I don't know. You know what I mean? And like, even when I was young, like, you know, I back in the day when we were kids, like we had like MySpace, right? And we probably shouldn't have. So I don't know. Let me talk.
All right.
Hi to K-Fam. I think keeping it from them until 13 is the wave. They'll turn out as a better person, in my opinion. Even then, they're not. Wait, they're going to be monitoring, especially if they're AMAB. That's fair. I mean, I would say both ones. I would say especially both. There is no especially if they're AMAB, because like even AFAB, same thing, right? You need to monitor what they're doing, especially because like. I get it, since we as guys know like some like the weird the weird rabbit hole that can go down, right? Like the incel path. But if you go to the other path of it for like assigned female at birth, right? You have to worry about them like developing like body dysmorphia because of all of the online pictures that tell them they should have like this super skinny waist and all this super you know what I mean? Like you're supposed to have like this perfect body. Like instead of like, so they have body image problems that can develop really early on. Like my niece, right? My niece literally is already being like her grandparents, not the ones that we went to go visit for Easter, but the other ones make me so mad because they made her wary of eating McDonald's because she was afraid of getting fat. Like that's the shit that girls have to worry for, right? So if they're online, you have to worry about making sure that, like, you have to worry about making sure they don't develop those habits and reaffirm that they're beautiful no matter what, and they don't need to follow these trends, right? So it's different. It's not just especially one or the other, right? Like, both being that young, you want to help steer them away from, like, the toxicity that social media has. Like, men have to watch out for, like, I guess the incel culture, right? And then women, you have to make sure and, like try and let them know that no matter what they see online, like, A, they don't, like, they're perfect the way they are, and B, just because somebody else looks different does not mean that's, you know, does not mean that that is, you know what I mean? Like bad, inherently bad, there's something wrong with them. Boys tend to find rabbit holes that promote bad social behavior more often than girls. Like I said though, but girls also have, like, there's also the thing with girls where they develop poor body image issues because of what they see online. It's different problems, but they're both just as, like, you need to be as aware to both of them to help them out, if that makes sense. I just hope social media starts dying more. Facebook and Twitter are getting less popular for the older age groups. TikTok's taking it over, though. Kids have phones these days. We don't necessarily have phones and needed MySpace to communicate outside of school. TikTok. Girls fall down rabbit holes that promote self-hatred and ED and things. Exactly. Silver knows. Sorry, I don't know it as someone who's not assigned female at birth and is not a trans woman. I don't have those issues, but I understand that those are also really important things to look out for. As a guy, I get where Jesse's coming from, and I know that's important, but it's just as important to protect like girls from also developing like bad self-image issues, right? I'm obviously not as versed at it, which is why I'm hesitating and trying to figure out my words properly while talking about it, but it is just as important. Anti-TikTok, as I've seen the evidence of brain rot, which is fair, but like I said, you're trading one poison for another. You're trading Facebook and Twitter and MySpace and Vine and all the things of the past for the TikToks and the YouTube shorts, right?
My wardens still live and breathe. I don't take that for
That's
granted.
what I'm getting at, you know what I mean? So, like, social media is not dying. Social media is just, like, changing hands. Kevin and Sam are the only good parents. You know, John, since you said it like that, like, sure, why not? That bait don't react to that. That's bait. Bigger ignorance. What's ED? Eating disorders. So, like, say you have a girl who is healthy weight, or even say that she is, like, slightly, like, even not even healthy weight, skinny, or bigger, right? They, like, all of them are susceptible to eating disorders because they feel the need to be as skinny as the model they saw online, right? And things of that nature. Yokovsky. Ah, that makes more sense. I didn't get the acronym. No, you're good. Yeah, I wouldn't let my kids have TikTok until they were 18. See, that's the thing, though. I was talking about that earlier. If you ban your kid from social media till 18, who's to say they aren't going to secretly watch it anyways? Who's to say that they aren't going to see it at their friend's house, see it on a browser, right? And who's to say if you try to force it till they're 18, they don't get animosity towards you for it because you've barred them from this, right? I read EDs as something completely different. Heckin' acronyms. Honestly, same thing with AC. I don't know if AC is Assassin's Creed, Animal Crossing, or there's one other AC acronym. And I'm just like, which one are you? How's everyone doing? Doing pretty chill, how are you? But yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I understand the male one because of like it's more visually noticeable in men because, like you said, violence and things of that nature. But that doesn't mean that the women's internalized stuff isn't as important. You know what I mean? It is just as important to make sure that, like, I never want my niece to feel like she isn't, like, beautiful enough or that she isn't healthy enough because her grandparents told her that she shouldn't eat McDonald's because she's going to get fat, right? She's not even 11 and she's already worrying about, she's not even 10 and she's already worrying about what she's eating because of what people tell her. Like, I'm not a woman. I'm not a girl. But as somebody who, like, you know, as somebody who knows that happens to women and just seeing that at such an early age and knowing that it happens at such an early age, that's freaking insane. That should not be happening. Armored Core, that's what it is. AC's Armored Core, you're right. How's everyone doing? Everybody ciao! Everyone male, female, non-binary are also susceptible to negative shit, especially at that age. There's good, but there's also a lot of bad. I know my parents banned me from MySpace, and I definitely got on MySpace at my neighbor's house. See, it's not easy to be a parent, and the only thing that we can do is teach based off experience and hope for the best. Exactly. That's why I'm saying, like, you know, with that, I would watch over both. If I had a daughter, a son, if I had a non-binary child, a trans child, I would always make sure that they are, like, I'd be aware of them just as much. Like, I'm not going to pay more attention and give more scrutiny to my son than my daughter if they're both online, right? I'm going to make sure both of them are safe and both of them are okay, right? Let me see. My warden still breathe. Yes, I don't think that. That's kind of you to say. You're welcome. Think nothing of it. Think nothing of it.
I honor what you've done. But I'll move on
Yeah,
to the
also,
topic
sorry,
at hand.
chat. Just, you know, rambling thoughts of the JP.
Now, let's get to business.
Yes, business.
I'll be
To
blunt.
defeat
I don't know
the
how my
Huns.
wardens and I can reconcile with Redoute or with the Keep.
Interesting. It's almost impossible, but there's a lot of filters that you can do. So if you set up your child's TikTok account, you can limit how much scroll time they have. And to be honest, kids actually conform to those kind of rules pretty, like, they conform to them eventually. I'm not gonna say easily, but they will conform to them. Like my niece, at first, they limited her iPad access, and she was kind of complaining about it. Nowadays, she's excited to get her iPad, but she's not on it 24/7. In fact, I don't even see it that much anymore. Like, she probably has it on when she goes to bed to listen to, like, an audiobook, right? Beforehand, she was on from age, like, 5 to 6, she was on that thing, like, every time I was visiting. She was walking around with it in her hand. She'd walk at the dinner table, set it down, and watch a video while eating. Now she's a lot more, it's a healthier relationship with her iPad, right? And so it takes time, but, like, that's what being a parent is, you know what I mean? And so when it comes to TikTok, you can set a time on it. You can filter out things, if I remember correctly, like some filters. Like, if you register it as a child account, TikTok has built-in features for it, right? Not saying it's perfect, but it could be better. But it's just one of those situations where you got to be a little more aware of what's going on. Same thing with YouTube, right? You can't blame YouTube for your kid finding videos. YouTube's YouTube. It's for adults, right?
We spilled blood when we tried to leave Envoy, and we've spilled more hoping to hurt them enough to change their minds.
That's not a good idea.
Never mind our reasons for marching on the gate. That's not something that's forgiven.
Nevertheless, let's see if we can find a path out of this thicket. Redoute wouldn't have sent me here if there were no way out. It's never too late for us to reconcile with our people. Even if it is, we have to try. Murder's pretty difficult to make up for, that's true. Redoute wouldn't have sent me here if there were no way out.
No, I suppose he wouldn't. Just...
What's the just?
I don't see how this resolves well. They'll never let us leave.
We could probably sneak you guys out. I mean, Marius knew a way out, right?
Even if they forgive us, the evils that drove my wardens to the gates won't go away. I don't see how we're not fucked.
Let's talk about those problems. What exactly were they?
There's no food. The land itself is hostile, making life in the tower unbearable. Maybe it'd be easier if we had trade, but the Council refuses that.
That's because the Council's a bunch of bitches, just like the Jedi Council. Sorry. Also, kids have their own problem. Yeah, some children handle certain things better than others, and nothing wrong with that. Exactly. That's why they have YouTube Kids app. Exactly. Right? But even with YouTube Kids app, you need to kind of like filter through it, right? Which is fair, right? YouTube Kids isn't very like handled. Isn't very like handled well. It's super poorly monitored. I mean, here's the thing: is it poorly monitored, or are parents poorly monitoring their kids? Right? You know what I mean? Like. If you give a 5-year-old and you give a 10-year-old a bicycle, like the kid on the bike, you watch both kids, right? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of both. Is it YouTube's job to monitor your kid, though? It's not YouTube's job. I don't know. I guess the bicycle is a bad comparison. I guess it's like a TV channel, right? If your kid's on TV, you make sure they're watching like Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, right? If they go to Discovery and they see some stuff, are you going to yell at Discovery for putting on what's on Discovery? Or are you going to be like, you shouldn't watch Discovery? You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie. I think we should move on. I mean, I do think so as well, but that's why I kind of like finished it right there. But like when it comes to stuff like that, it's not YouTube's fault. YouTube isn't the parent. You're the parent. Like that's the end of the day. You know what I mean? Misinformation is the main gripe with TikTok. Brain rot is mostly harmless misinformation and much a big problem. I agree, especially medical misinformation. You see, good.
And even if they allowed it, our existence in the keep is against our nature as Pargrunen. We're meant to roam.
Let me see you. That falls back on the parent, T, like I said. It's at the end of the day, that's the parent. It's up to the parent to do that. You can't, you know what I mean? That's the parent. It boils down to the parent at the end of the day, no matter what. You see you. And even if they allowed it, our existence in the keep is just against our own nature. Oh, sorry, to miss you.
Nandru's oath forbids that, though. We're only born to die here as we watch over the garden.
Oh. Yes.
No one escapes. Not anymore, anyway. There were expeditions out in the past. My father led one before I was born. Died on a hill I'll never see.
What if we... I need a 12 intellect? Chat. What? Wait, wasn't there some bone? Wait, well, no, it wasn't on YouTube Kids. It was on regular YouTube. Just get smarter. Yeah. I'm already. You see how my intelligence is. Chat. My intelligence is not even just above average. It's above great. All right. That's the wild part. You in general is monitored well, but it's more of a data problem. More footage gets uploaded in the day than it's physically possible to monitor and preview, which is why parents should be vigilant, right? Next message. That's what, as we said earlier, like we can move on from the topic we talked about for 20 minutes, but also, yeah, time to start studying. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you. What is that emote? Is it a crown? You know, whenever I see crown emotes now, I just think of like Fall Guys. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I didn't play a lot of Fall Guys, I just think of the crown from Fall Guys. Tell me about your oath.
What is there?
You
to
like
discuss?
it? It's pretty clean.
Nandru set
You know what I got yesterday though from a hype train? Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Watch over the garden.
This is what I got from a hype train yesterday. Where are you? Where are you? And oh, I'm so sorry. Where was it? Was it Cash? What was it called? Hold on. Hold on. Let me see you. Good. Let me see this. Let me see this. Let me see this. Where is it? Where's my hype train emo? No. Holiday hype? No, right here. Hype. Chat. It was like a cool little like money throwing emo. It was kind of funny. I really liked it. I think it was just like a funny, goofy emote. Let me scroll up here. Excuse me. I don't know where it is, chat. I can't find my. Oh, there it is. This is what I got. The bag. Yeah. I don't remember. It makes it seem like I'm disagreeing with you when I am not. Let me see you. I mean, you said it's not. Yeah, but the first message already kind of like. I read it's not YouTube's fault at all, though. But, like, at the end of the day, like I said, it's still just... It goes to the parents. You know what I mean? And trying to say YouTube Kids doesn't really care about what's put in there. YouTube Kids does care about what's put in there. But like Trouble said, so much is uploaded on a day on YouTube. It's impossible to keep up with it. To say YouTube doesn't care would be insane. You know what I mean? Like, YouTube does care. Why? Because they lose money if they don't. Like, even if you get away the fact that, like, it's for the kids. It's for the dollar. You know what I mean? They want the dollar.
This isn't right.
Never mind that our nature screams for us to roam.
I didn't
We're
say they
supposed
didn't
to
care.
stay put and waste away for the sake of a garden we'll never know.
T. You, word for word. At the same time, YouTube Kids doesn't really care about what's put in there. Fuck! Dang! Oh my god! Wait! You're good, but like, let's move on. Yeah. You forgot what hill you're on, bud. Your oath wasn't purposeless. The garden will determine the fate of these lands. Oh, look at my face. Tell me, tell me we're not sometimes born to serve an oath. Go with me for this moment. Wardens live and die by this oath, yes. Alright, never mind that nature screams for us to roam. We're supposed to stay put and waste away for the sakes of a garden. They'll never know. We'll never know. Yeah, it's still missing the important port. What's the important port? Help! I have too good to use syndrome. I have one bag left of my favorite tea, and I can't find it at the grocery store anymore. I hate whenever that happens. Wasn't Toad supposed to be studying or something? Tea was supposed to be studying. Wait. Alright, let me see here. How are we gonna... I'm trying to, like, make sure that she doesn't attack us. Your oath wasn't purposeless. The garden will determine the fate of these lands.
The fate of these lands, huh? Maybe there's more to it than we knew.
Yes. Why is my chat? I feel like this game just doesn't want me to pass its intellect check. That's what I feel. I feel like this game just doesn't want me to. How's the weather, everyone? Honestly, the weather's inconsistent and it makes me so mad, Hambone. If you don't know, I ride a motorcycle. And I enjoy my motorcycle during motorcycle season. But the high today is 71. That's pretty good. Nice motorcycle riding temperature, right? My low is 41. I wish I could ride my motorcycle right now, but I could not. I really do. Wasn't T? Yes, T is supposed to be studying. I'm studying, okay. I thought I had something else. Let me see you. Let's talk about life in the wastes. Yes.
You've walked the wastes. You know what we have to deal with between the beetles and Zarips.
Let me see these. Oh, that's in your favor. The worse it gets, the better you can argue with the keep. Forget about the council. Do you want your people in the keep to deal with it alone? They're as bad and worse outside the... Wait, hold on. There's as bad and worse outside the tusks, you should know. That's in your favor. The worse it gets, the better you can argue with the keep. Oh, forget about the council. Do you want your people to wait in the keep to deal with it alone? JP, does an electric bike count as a motorcycle? Since it is, in fact, a motorized bicycle... I would argue it's in a weird middle ground because it's motorized, but it doesn't... I think like the CCs on it is too small to be considered a motorcycle, right? I don't know the specifics on it, but I just know I wish I could ride my motorcycle right now. So JP's going to end stream at 1 p.m. his time to go riding. No! Because I probably should... I need to go finish... stop being captivating, JP. I have work to do. I'm sorry! I need to go finish taking care of the garden in the backyard. I don't know what to do with it, though. There's certain things in that... There's certain things in, like, the garden that I don't know what to do with in order to make the backyard flat enough to cut again. And remove the obstacles without just, like, moving... Like, you know, basically taking Bikini Bottom and moving it somewhere else in the yard. I don't want to just move it somewhere else in the yard. I actually want to take care of it so the yard is, like, fresh and easy to cut. I need to take down... Like, there's, like, a horseshoe pit that I have. I'm just going to take the wood out because it's all rotted away anyways. I'm going to take the wood that was just put out somewhere in the yard for firewood. I'm going to put it up against the side of the house. So that way it's easier to, like... It's just there, right? And it's not just... It's actually somewhere where it would be instead of just being in some random spot, right? Have a good day at work, JP. Leaflets. It's time for me to leave and get to work. Hope your work goes well, Jesse. I forget about the council. Do you want your people in the keep to deal with it alone? Actually, no, look at this one.
True.
Yes.
With the way that supplies are dwindling, it won't be long before they have to start making some big changes. We can take advantage of that.
Good. Let me see these. Good. Alright, let me go to you. Chat my intel about the food situation. I really wish I had. Can you ride it on the freeway?
We're fucking starving to death. The tusks don't give us much to eat now except for beetle, and I'm not convinced anyone can survive on that alone.
Yes, indeed. Oy, that seems like a good method to know, Cactus. What Cactus say? It's an electric motor. I can get to 40 miles on it. Oh my god. I'm surprised it's not registered as a motorcycle. I mean, I guess I could in-house like a scooter, right? It's an electric motor. Yeah, is it not registered as a scooter then? Because like there's mopeds that get that speed. I feel like those electric bikes are kind of like the American moped. But the problem is the moped is great in Europe because the cities, it works with the cities. Electric bikes, I guess like most of the country, I guess, not just the cities. But like electric bikes only work well if you live in the city, right? Lurk, I need to get my mind off the little one. Oh, okie dokie. I feel that. Hopefully, just a good first day. Let me see this. Let me see these. It's an illegal gray area, but top speed I've gone is 38 on it exactly once. Do you wear a helmet while you ride that cactus? You better. You better. You've lived on beetles so far, haven't you? No one can. That's what puts you in a position to lobby the keep to open up.
That's a point. They might not have a choice soon enough. There could be a chance for us then.
There was a caravan coming through earlier, too.
All right. I'll take all of this to my wardens. I think it'll be enough to give them some hope.
I got you!
But do you really think Radut and the keep will leave us alone?
I do. I wouldn't be here if they weren't willing to work something out. Yes. You see you.
I know, but it's still hard for me to believe.
Okay, gotta walk the
We've not
doggo.
got
Enjoy the
any other
doggo
choice,
walk.
though, so-
You see you. What am I looking for? Riders in Michigan not wearing helmets on a motorcycle are called organ donors by me and my GF. Oh damn, that's fair. Honestly, honestly fair. Dark but true. Like if you don't need a helmet where if your state doesn't require you to wear a helmet and you don't wear a helmet while you ride, I don't know. Like, it's an option, but it's a dumb option. You know what I mean? Like, why would you choose not to wear a helmet? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. Like, I in some scenarios, especially, like, if you wear a half helmet, it's just a brain bucket. I get that. But at the same time, it's better than nothing. You know what I mean? Like, just wear something to be safe. Also, at the same time, like, I don't know. Your loud motorcycle is not heard until you've passed the person you're trying to make aware of your existence to. That's how sound be, usually. Pop, I think you're lurking! How could you shoot whittle old you? Because you need to study. And you need to wear a helmet if you go out driving like that. Yes. It's like not wearing a seatbelt and going 80 on the freeway. Yeah, it's like you're just asking to be ejected out of the seat. It's such a small, like, thing. And, like, I don't care if you feel dorky. Hey, bro, would you rather feel dorky for 15 minutes? First off, you won't look dorky. I think helmets can be kind of badass. Have you seen those racer helmets? I got one of those. I got a clean-ass helmet, okay? I think my helmet is nice. All right? I got a nice helmet. I don't feel like a dork putting that on. You know what I mean? Like, why do you feel like a dork putting a helmet on? Maybe you should get a cool helmet. And you're like, oh my god, they're so expensive. And so are hospital bills. You know what I mean? Yo, Lava. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How are you?
If that's the case, then I'll talk with my wardens. I'll make sure they accept the peace.
That's good.
We won't bother the tower or the keep, so long as they leave us alone. We'll find a way to survive. Before you go, take this. It'll open up the chest just to your right. I want you to have what's in there.
Oh, thank you.
I'll let you carry the news back to Radut. Thanks again, Envoy.
Of course! I'm a llama! Hello. Let me grab this. Grab this. This. What'd I get in here? What's in the chest? She sounds like Zarya. Berserker's Scale. Interesting. If only I wore heavy armor. Chat, why is it in both games that we're playing right now, I wear light armor? Because I like to run around like a chicken with my head cut off. That's why. Let's be real. That's why. Absolutely why. If I can't run around and go like, if I can't run around and do like, wait, look, you know what I mean? Like if I can't do this, is it really worth playing? Didn't think so. Yes, Llama Mama Moose. Is that a thing? Yes. I don't know who's. Oh, Zarya from Overwatch. Listen, my brain had to put those dots together for a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I'm like, Zarya. I'm like, I feel like I know that name. I do know that name. I'm a gamer. Sometimes. Fuck. Only sometimes, though, chat. Not all the time, alright? Actually, most of the time. Apex Legends. I was playing some Marvel Rivals, chat. I played Comp for the first time. I played Cloak and Dagger, chat. I like to say I'm a pretty decent Cloak and Dagger. All right, listen, I'm not gonna say I'm like the best cloak and dagger in the world, yeah, but like top 5 maybe. No, I was doing pretty decent with cloak and dagger. I was playing some ranked with with Kev, and it was really sweet. Speaking of chat, let me tell you something weird that happened yesterday. Right after we're done with Easter, we're leaving. I tell Kev we should hang out some. Right, I'm like, we should hang out more. And I'm like, hey, if you want to play games, let me know. I'm like, hey, do you want me to talk to like Micah and Dino and see if we want to play some games together? And Kev's like, hey, you know, as long as it's with you, I want to spend time with you. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet, right? Well, I start driving home first, and he starts driving home. He sends me a text, right? I'm at a red light, and my car is linked to my phone's linked to my car, and I push the button to play the sound, and he's like, hey, do you want to play some Marvel Rivals tonight? I'm gonna be playing with my cousin. And I was like, and I voice respond, yes. As I say that, Kev's car pulls up next to mine, and Kev was in the passenger seat, Sam was driving, okay? And then they both roll, and then Penelope rolls down her window, and Kev and her yell out and say hi, and Penelope sticks her head out and like waves to me, right? And it was really cute. Very cute interaction, like, hi. I'm like, also, yes, hi guys, right? Chat. Oh my God. Chat. The lady behind them, because they pulled up and they made the right turn and drove off. The lady behind them pulls up to my car and rolls down her window and is like, hi, I guess we're doing that, huh? And I was like, that was my niece. And she's like, oh, ha. And then she drove off. And I just stood there. Like, hello? Hello, random lady? What are you? Who are you? And what's got you in such a good mood to do that? I didn't think it was like weird or bad, but I was like, that was an interesting experience. I wouldn't do that. I would just be like, you know, that's great. But I guess you never really run into that too much, right? The fact this older lady was like, I'm gonna join in on this. Why not? Hi, I guess we're doing that. You know what I mean? Hi, wait, random hi sound like the South to me. Wait, random hi sounds like the South to me. I mean, honestly, that's fair, because Southern people typically have the Southern hospitality. But I don't live in the South. I am a Northeastern boyo. Yes, new family member collected. I changed. Nah, the light turned green, and then I was like, all right, goodbye. But, like, you know, it's just one of those moments of, like, huh. That was interesting.
Welcome back to the tower, envoy.
Yes, can you give me the lay of the land? What's life in tower? I met Amelia. We've come to an agreement.
I'm all ears, envoy.
Yes, she'll keep the peace. It's over. As long as you keep your end of the bargain, there will be nothing to worry about. She'll keep the peace. It's over.
Thank the gods, and thank you, envoy.
Yes.
I will honor the agreement. As long as they remain peaceful, we'll try to get along.
Yes.
Thank you, envoy. You don't know what a relief this is.
I got you, Radu.
Even if it is all so strange, the thought of people leaving the keep. I have to wonder what is going to happen next. The world seems to be changing.
You know, I feel you. I feel it changed a little bit too high to me, you know what I mean? But yeah, it was just a really interesting, funny interaction that day. Oh my God, I got excited when you said llama, and I was like, Amma? And I had to look, yeah! So I say Amma, so llama came in. I called llama Amma, and then llama said, everyone calls me llama. So then I shift to llama. But then, like, but the first time they came in, I'm like, hi! And they're like, hi! And then I was like, wow, I know you from Silver, like, wow. And, you know, they're really sweet. Because, like, you know, Silver's community is, like, really amazing chat, you know what I mean? And, like, people from the community are really amazing, you know what I'm saying? You know, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Wait, hello?
Making her stay doesn't sit right. But I guess it's better than bloodshed.
I mean, apparently I wasn't smart enough to tell her that she could leave, you know what I mean, Kai? So, like, I don't know what to do. I can't get her out. You know what I mean? I was 1 intelligent point off from being able to have, like, a civil conversation with her. Hey, we got an attribute point. Wait, does this mean I can actually, like, chat? I've leveled up 5 times and haven't. I'm so mad. Now I have 12 intelligence. I hate this game. Fuck! I hate this game so much! No! It's fine. I'm not mad. Why do I be mad? What do I want to upgrade, chat? What do I want to upgrade? More intelligence? I feel like I might need it. Resolve isn't too. I don't really care about my resolve. Resolve is for my stamina, which is good whenever I'm swinging my sword and stuff. But, like, I feel like maximum spell damage might be really good for us, chat. Because we're already going battle mage anyways. It's going to be that or dexterity. One of the two. I'll go for intelligence. Why not? We'll go intelligence route. And then ability. What can I go for my companions, please? Wait, we didn't get a thing for our here? Oh, we did get one for here too. Okay, cool. All the homies get a new thing. What about you, Kai? What's your last thing? Kai temporarily gains attack and bonus damage proportional to the number of enemies hit by Leap of Daring. Regains temporary burst of attack speed. All Kai's abilities cool down, so reset when second wind activates. You! Can I just get this one? Kai steals his mind and drains his health. Yeah, let's just get this so we can get the achievement for Kai for getting all of his abilities. I want to say we have all of our partners now too, right? Because, like, I don't think there's room for anyone else. What are we going for? We have all of you in store. You, reconstruction, grants temporary health. What about you? Enemies within the range of purification are interrupted and knocked back. Oh! Yo, is that a shiny Arceus just casually coming in? Chat. Just a casual shiny Monday. Attack! Oh, can I attack you with a... Can I attack? Yo! Attack! Attack! Chat, I really hope I don't kill this thing. If I kill this thing, I'm not going to attack with the Machamp. Attack! Attack! Raichu! I was afraid to hit it with, like, a Machamp, chat. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shiny God! Allurian! Yeah, I'm afraid to kill God. I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't trying to kill this thing. I mean, it could take another hit for those who want to go for it. In fact, I want it. You know what I mean? Like, I already gave up my shiny God to somebody. So if I can catch a normal, casual, shiny God, I'll take it. I'm going to give this one increased damage reduction by all enemies. I'm going to go with the damage reduction healing. I think it's really good for her. You, Yatsley. What do you have right now? Passive? Explosion boost. Let me see you. What's this one? Yes. As it's exposed to fire accumulation. Horizon increases maximum range of missiles. I'm going to increase my maximum range of missiles. Yes. Thank you. And then Marius, shot to the heart. You see, you increase the amount of shadow damage done by Shadow Step, and the portion of enemies missing health. Marius vanishes and strikes up enemies 6 times. We'll go with this one 6 times. Thank you, Marius. Alright, cool. Let's go sit at camp and let's go talk to Marius, and let's go upgrade our character's ability too. Let's go to Wizard. And I think I wanted to upgrade something down here, right? Increase the maximum ability cast speed within the seal. Increase your maximum ability cast speed. No, I don't care about that one. I don't care about that at all, actually. Is there anything else in the mage tree that I want? Enemies are stunned in place for the duration of the siphon. Fireball reduces cooldown of fireball by 25%. I don't really care for that right now. I'm debating if there's like a specific spell that I want to invest in, or just increasing my wand's damage wouldn't be a bad idea. Power attacks with wand balance nearby enemies, dealing reduced damage but retaining the elemental accumulation. Power attacks with wand explode on impact, dealing oh, I like those kinda. What's this one? Increases, oh, this is a passive. Decreases essence penalty for light and medium armor by 15%, by 30%. I'm sorry, by 30. I think decreasing by 25 is already good, so we don't need to worry about it. So we want to do more damage with the wand, or we want to experience more spell stuff. It's that, or maybe we go over here. Maybe we should go down our Rager tree a little bit more. Just for more passive stuff. Food restores 20% more health and essence. And bonus effect durations are increased by 20%. Is there anything that increases how much potions give? Because if we could do that, I would love that. After taking damage, slowly regenerate 50% of the last amount of health lost. Increase maximum health by 20%. Huh. That's just good flat increases. I actually might go like a big Oonga Boonga build in the future, chat, because this skill tree looks really interesting. Let me go. I think that's what Shy went through, right? She said she built a fighter type build. What's this one? I don't parry, so it don't matter. I don't think we need to worry about this. Increase range weapon damage against unaware enemies. Stagger shot, don't care about. Fist, we don't care about. Bear ally, don't care about. So either A, we increase our sword damage. We increase... Wait, when picking herbs, occasionally receive an extra upgrade material. Ooh. Alright, so I'm thinking either Scavenger, Evasive, I'm trying to think what else we want to go for. I wish I could see what Missile Salvo was. Spirit Lance is a lance thing. Returning Storm. I guess getting a good lightning move wouldn't be a bad idea. I think I'm going to go for the lightning move. That way we have some coverage, right? We'll go for the lightning move. That should be the best lightning move we have. Allurin, how you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Kiddo awakens with more shiny luck. He got the Beedrill? And we got the Beedrill this morning. Damn. Wait, he got the what? What's the Pokeball? He got... Oh, it's the Pokeball, like the gold one. Dang. Man, I wish I had luck. Fuck. I mean, we did get a shiny Weedle this morning. But then they got the shiny evolution of the Weedle. I just realized that. Wait, your kid 1-upped me. 2-upped me. They didn't get the shiny Kakuna. They got the shiny Beedrill. That's wild. All right, talk to me, Marius.
Envoy?
Marius?
Been thinking about Amalia a bit.
Yeah?
You convinced her to stay in the Tusks. Not what I would have done, but at least it's resolved.
I mean, I wasn't trying to convince her to stay. I had no other options, though.
Solace's traditions exist for a reason. It's just not always a good reason.
Fair. I'm glad it all worked out. These traditions seem like they were invented by a crazy person. I think you and Amalia could make a good couple. Those traditions have kept Solace around for centuries. The traditions seem like they were invented by a crazy person. These traditions, yes.
They were. First Nandru, who decided a bunch of nomads needed to settle down. Then Serena, who decided they should never leave. Everything Solace does is based on blind obedience or fear of history repeating itself.
Imagine having a shiny EX.
That's no way to live.
See, you have a shiny EX of a freaking Charizard and you hate it. Don't you? Isn't that you? Isn't that you? You're trying to flaunt the thing that you were complaining about earlier? How convenient how it switches up for you. I agree completely. Tradition keeps history and culture alive. That's what it's for. I mean, like, I agree it's crazy to adhere everyone to tradition. Tradition should be followed by people who wish to preserve them, right?
Right.
Now I got another one. Shiny
Good
Web
talk.
Trio. I did see. You're right. You're right. Good, good, good. Alright, chatty chat.
Envoy?
Marius?
What do you need?
Let's get some rest for now.
Thanks for
I think we're
talking.
good, right? Thanks for chatting too. Apparently I could have let them leave if I was intelligent enough by one
Have you ever
frickin'
thought
point.
of doing anything with the coal around your eyes?
Who?
Right. Did
Mark?
you somehow not see the thick stripe across my eyes?
No, I mean designs other than the stripe.
Oh my god, this girl. I'm gonna get out of here. I think we have to make our way into Thirdborn now, which is over here. Right? Oh no, Solace Keep. We need to work our way over to Solace Keep, right? Because we've done all the side quests in this area. Yes! Alright, let's go.
Design?
Let's get out of here. Everyone with their shinies. You know, that's fair. He's a Hugalurian. I am glad that I have my 2 shinies. Been in attempt nap mode. Oh, well, hopefully you can get a good nap in. Hopefully my wonderful soothing voice can get you some sleepies. Let's go with these 2. Vic! Chat gave up the ghost before they came and announced the
Green 5
Streamlabs.
peach hype lick green 5 hype green.
Why are you
5
licking my
hype lick
peach?
Green 5 hype green.
You know-
5 peach hype lick green 5 hype green.
You know what's really
5
wild
peach hype
yesterday,
lick green,
Vic?
5
First off,
hype
thank
green, 5
you
peach
for the
hype
11
lick green,
months.
5 hype green.
Secondly, yesterday, a lot of people were smacking the peach and licking the peach. And somebody who was new to like chatting in the streams, right? Who's another fantastic fellow streamer, all right, Crunchy Sunflower. Sable is also their name. When she did like the lick peach, immediately vanished. And then she lost the deception check. And they're like, oh no! And I was like, don't worry. What you did and what you failed to deception is tame compared to some of the things that people have said in this chat. Fast forward not even 1 day later. Not only is it a licking peach emote combo, it is a repetitive by like 12 times tied to their subscription renewal. This is what I was talking about when I told them they're good. Like, I promise you, don't worry about it. This community, what you said, right at home. No, you ain't getting put on blast for nothing. Everyone here can be like, damn right. I'll do it again too. Who did? They're new. So they're a streamer friend that I met through Chukity. Their name is Crunchy Sunflower. She usually plays in the morning. She plays a lot of games. Some of those games, by the way, Celeste every now and then. I'm just saying, for a certain Celeste fan. And yeah, no, they're a really sweet person. They're really awesome. I like hanging out in the streams in the morning sometimes. Whenever I see they're live in the mornings. I should clarify, because, you know, they live in a time zone where it's very similar to, like, it's like early, like, I don't remember their time zone for the life of me right now. But basically, whenever I'm waking up, like, she's getting ready to finish her all-night stream. Where are you? Where are you? And oh, I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight. I need somebody at always. How you doing, Vic? How goes the job with, oh my god, FedEx? I was gonna say UPS, but it's not UPS, it's FedEx. I actually need to go to UPS chat. I need to drop something off. My mom got a charger for the wireless vacuum that we have, because I forgot that it existed, and I'm like, hey mom, weren't you gonna order that? And she's like, yeah. And unfortunately, the box for the box that I took a picture of, which is the box for the vacuum, had a different code on it, she thought. And then I sent her a picture of the box, right? I'm sorry, of the back of the vacuum. And she's like, oh, see, the box didn't have this extra number on it. So we have to return the old one. I'm sorry, the one that she bought off Amazon, and then we're going to buy a new one afterwards. Skeleton Barbarian. Well, let me tell you something. I cast Spherical Ice, get fucked. I love this. I love this game's magic system. I just wanted to drop a big fuck you ice here. And you know what? I did. And you know what he did? He took it. Because he couldn't do anything else about it.
Another win. But who's
Another win indeed. But yes, how goes the new job? Oh, hope it's going well. Oh, Vic. Oh, woo. Over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, over here. Thank you. Yes. You know, I read a Celeste meme and I thought it was just Lulu. You thought? Wait, and your voice does have that sort of comfort to it. It does? I feel like my voice is like, it's not Nanny from, you know, The Nanny, but like, I don't know. I guess it's like because it's my own voice. I don't really hear it in a soothing way, right? Also, what I hear and what I perceive as how my voice sounds is nowhere near what it actually is, right? There was like a trick that I was told back in the day, which I think is a lie, where if you cup your ears whenever you speak, you'll hear how you sound to others. I don't hear that. I don't hear that at all. So I've been gone a month on military training. Oh, something happened. I fractured my big toe. Hairline, thank God. That's good. But FedEx knows and told me to take time to heal. Well, I'm glad that FedEx isn't like you're fired and FedEx is like, hey, just heal up, bud. We'll come get you when we're ready, right? When you're ready, we'll come. I'm glad that they didn't just say, like, bump your job. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down, brother. It ain't that cereal. Whoa. Whoa, brother! Calm down. The scarecrows are supposed to scare you away, not entice you to stay.
The garden is close. Oh, let's hurry up.
Hold on, Yahtzee. Yes, indeed. But I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad that you're able to take your time. Because, you know, so many businesses nowadays are just very... blah, blah, blah. You're sick? Go away. Like, I ran into a TikTok for, it was this girl, right? She was sick for a week. And her job fired her. Even though she had a doctor's note to prove that she was sick and that she needed to recover. They're like, we're going to lay you off, right? But it's okay. 3 months from now, we'll take you back immediately. What? What do you mean by that? How does that work? Why would you lay me off when you know I'm going to be better by next week? You're going to lay me off and then say we can't hire you back for 90 days? Huh? Letter to Ambassador. The Ambassador Halgard, I'm writing to you again in hopes of establishing an trade would be of considerable use to both communities. While Salos is lacking in natural resources, we possess a sure fate of legendary crafts. Your friend in the council. Well, my man, that's unfortunate. What? That's weird, right? It was just a random TikTok that I ran into. I'm like, that poor girl. You know what I mean? Like, why? Like, she had a doctor's note and everything, but they're like, nah, we're not going to keep you. I was like, huh? Hello? What do you mean? What's going on here? All right. I'm gonna hydrate, but if I run off this cliff, it's Javi's fault. I died. I'm not gonna run off the cliff. I don't know when I saved last. I was gonna run off that cliff if I kept going, chat. By the way, I was definitely gonna run off that cliff, and I would not. I didn't know when I saved. I would have. You know, I would have been pretty sad. I would have been mad at myself at that point. Oh, what's this? Ow, my ass. What's down here? Hello? Hello? So I break it open and I walk in, chat. I look left and right and I don't see an enemy. I feel like it's safe to walk down. That way's to the garden, which I feel like is a secret way into the garden. So we're gonna walk this way. Well, chat, looks like we're walking the other way. Move out the way, handsome Kai. We're going this way. I like to say Celeste meme reference, or reminded me of Lulu. Not just because it used Madeline as the format, but it also reminded me of her. I mean, honestly, whenever I think of Celeste, I can't also not think of Lulu. I won't lie to you. Whenever I see Celeste, whenever I see anything Celeste related, I will always think of Lulu. That is, like, to put it in a way where, like, how my friends described it, right? There are games that we kind of associated with each other, right? So, Kingdom Hearts, I would associate with Micah, right? I would be, so, like, Kingdom Hearts, it was Micah. Sonic, it was Dino, right? And, like, for me, it was, like, Zelda and Fable. And so, like, you know, there were just certain games that we had that we associated with each other that whenever we would see something, we would think of said friend, right? Because, I don't know, like, it's not like that was our identities, but it was something where we knew that was that, like, that was our, like, we think of this game, we think of this person, right? Like, that's just kind of how it was. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, whenever I see Kingdom Hearts news, even to this day, I'll think of Micah first. I don't think of anyone else. I mean, I'll think of friends afterwards. I guess I should say I don't think of anyone else first, right? Like, I'll think of, like, oh, Astro. I need to send Astro this. Or, like, Astro probably already knows that. He probably the one who sent it to me. But typically, whenever I get news of Kingdom Hearts, I'm thinking Micah. If I get news of a Sonic game, it's either Dino sent it to me, or I'm like, damn, Dino probably knows this, but I'm gonna send it to him anyways. The subliminal messaging has taken root. There is no escape. You know? What's my game? What's your game, T? Not every friend has a game associated with them, so you don't have a game. Yes, indeed. There'd be a difference. There be the difference. What are you crying for? What do you mean? What do you mean tears for? I mean, I always know that I met you in Skyrim. What? You said you resist my magic? I cast ice. Ice Spear of Death. Crush him. Thank you. Yes. You're my cyberpunk, you're my cyber waifu 2077 gamer when I see it, JP. Aww. I'm glad whenever you see Cyberpunk, you think of me, only because you made that game funny. I'm glad you enjoyed the Cyberpunk playthrough. I really enjoyed Cyberpunk, as you can tell, because I'm emotionally
jingle, pay attention.
Gone from it. What about me, John? I think of Smite. And I think of toxic messages. No, I'm joking.
Jingle, it's okay, look at the shiny.
I was debating on, I'll think of, so whenever I think of you, John, I'll think of Smite, I'll think of Siege. Because those are the games that we kind of like played a lot, excluding Apex, of course. Whenever I think of Apex, I don't think of anybody. I think of Apex. Apex Legends is inherently just like, I love this game. It's my addiction. Not Souls? No, because whenever I, like, if I see FromSoft news, I'll think of you. But, like, if I see something when it comes to Souls related, you know, I don't immediately go like, ooh, John. Whenever I see like a Smite thing or something like that, I think of you. You gotta remember, John. So, John, when did I play Dark Souls 3 for the first time? 2020? 2021? 2020. I'll say 2020. That's the first time I played Dark Souls. We played Smite together for 6 freaking years. Souls, you could take all the time we played Smite together and cut it in half, right? You could take all the Smite time we've had together, cut that in half, and I would still have a couple hundred hours of Smite time with you over all Souls games we've had. played through together. I'm willing to bet on that hill. Roll for sad. What do you mean sad? That's the game we met each other in. If it wasn't for Smite, we wouldn't have met each other. You were my ranked joust Kepri. What do you mean? Like, that's, you know what's really crazy? Kepri was Dino's god, but whenever I see Kepri, I think of the time that me and you met, and you were my Kepri. So, like, that's something, right? Hi, Thomas! That's something you can hold over Dino, I guess, if you want to hold over something on him. I know you're looking for something. I knew you were looking for something to hold over him. Thomas, how you doing today?
Great spot, but there's so many of them.
Alright, apparently I am the Souls Andy for most of my friend group. Souls Andy? Forever I think of JP because of that game. Which game? That and that Yakuza. Yo, the Yakuza games? I love the Yakuza games. A game and losing in the toilet urinal minigame. Bump that urinal minigame though. Bump that ish. I'm so mad. On the easiest difficulty, I couldn't even get the high score on one urinal. One. I failed every time. Full bladder, weak bladder. I don't care. Whatever. It's cool. I'm mad about it. Stupid game. How you doing today, Thomas? Hope you're doing well. Is there like a farm here that I need to worry about? It's cool. That would have been hilarious, Javi. I will thank you for that funny moment in another universe watching JP fall to his death dehydrating. You know, fair. Yeah, you see. If I'd saved recently and was more confident, I would have walked off. But unfortunately, I knew I didn't save in a hot minute. I'm fantastic. Got myself out of... Well, that's good. I'm glad you got out of your head, my friend. I'm glad you got out of your head. Where are we going? I guess we're gonna go over here to this place, and there's somebody that was talking earlier that's probably gonna be a side quest, right? There has to be. There has to be a side quest here eventually, right? All I'm doing is walking through the lands looking for somebody to chat to. Maybe kill a Zorab or two. Ooh, treasure. Thank you. Yeah, what do you mean by Souls Andy? Is Andy supposed to be like that go-to name? You know what I mean? Kind of like how I said the word, like the name Mike. Like Mike, Micah, Michael. Ooh, what's Mika? Mika was one of them, right? And then, you know, all those names are kind of like, whenever I hear somebody with a name that starts with a my, I typically think they're going to be loud. Not all people who start with their names with a my are loud, but you know what I mean. Let me see you. It's like the most common denominator towards loud names. Yeah, just like by default, guy, go for it. Fair. You are a side quest! Oh, hi. Let me talk to you before I regret my life choices. Let me get into a fight. Talk to me. Hello!
What are you doing here?
You have a beautiful beard, my friend.
Safe.
I like how it's braided in one spot.
The homestead up ahead is all run by
reminds me,
Sards.
JP, you free anytime this week?
Used to be
That
it
isn't
was
Tuesday,
occupied
Thursday?
by outcasts, but things happened.
Maybe? I don't think I'm doing anything this week. I don't think I'm busy this week. I have gymnastics on Tuesday, and then starting in May, gymnastics shifts over to Wednesdays, but it's going to be later in the evening, so it doesn't matter. Part of me though is like, maybe oh, you know what? This week actually, I need to talk to Kev, because I was talking to Kev, and I was like, hey, this week, do you want to watch? Like, I'll just come over one day. Like, I know you're busy this weekend, like every weekend for the rest of time. Like, literally, chat. I love them to death. Ooh, but they make me so mad. Not mad at them, but like their schedule makes me mad. Okay, I need to clarify that. I'm actually mad at them. Kev and Sam are busy from this current weekend that's coming up until their birthday weekends in July. That's how busy they are. Chat, make it make sense. Also, we have to do an ad break. I just realized that. It's 11:12, chat. We missed our ad break by 12 minutes.